Welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So, guys, this is my review recap, baby. The Shy, okay, Season 6, Episode 11, Saints and Sinners. Where the hell was the Saints at, bitch? Because I ain't seen them, okay? Looking for the Saints. Somebody, anybody, stand up, okay? Joy, 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 joy. We trying to get our praise on and listen to the word of God, but we get in the foolishness and foolery that is King your damn daddy. We see why freaking Papa Daddy ain't like him, because we see the fugazi stuff just popping right off of him. Then 2 seconds later, we find out that he went down to the pits of freaking hell to find his raggedy ass wife, because why is she over here making googly eyes at Jake in the church, and then proceeds to come back and go over to his damn apartment, give him some head and knick-knack paddywhack, give a damn dog a bone, bitch. I said, I know y'all lying. I did not have this on my 2024 bingo card, okay? Other people that are from the damn pits of hell that is also sinning as much as sinning can possibly damn do is Alonzo, okay? The lawyer, sexy ass Leon. Yes, he is Rob's father, you guys. Y'all was correct, okay? You are the damn daddy. You are the pappy. And we find out he ain't seen him in all these freaking years. He ain't been no daddy. The only reason why he around is because he working this case, but we trying to play it off like it's because we worried that Rob got popped, and we find out that the reason why he got connected with Alicia is because he was a criminal, and that's what he liked to do, is mess with freaking criminals, okay? And then we got, speaking of Alicia, laid up in the damn bed with Rashad, okay, talking about he making him feel like a new man. He feel like, you know what I'm saying, the best thing since sliced freaking bread, and we giving him either Alonzo's old jacket or one of our old boyfriend's old jacket and telling him we want to make him, okay, head of security. We gonna make it do what it do. We gonna spend that paperwork, and even though he got a felony, we gonna make it where he could walk around with a hammer. And so, yeah, Shad, you about to go down in the pits of damn hell too, okay? Meanwhile, Papa Mama ain't having it. She see how raggedy daggone Pastor is, and she calling daggone Papa out, telling him he better get his head out the ground. Kenya over here getting swept up by dude, our little henchman that looked like a freaking leprechaun, with him saying, oh, I know you got a baby. I don't care about that. You don't? And so now we gonna be nice to him. Gemma finds out about what Jake did with Raggedy Pastor wife, and she proceeds to let this be an excuse for something that she want to do any damn way, for her to go ahead and mess with Brittany, and her daddy telling her you don't shit where you eat, and she talking about I know, and he like and I'm saying too, because we all knew where the hell it was going, y'all. Emmett over here jealous of his damn siblings, acting all crazy and stuff like that because he want his time to his daddy by himself, and why is he surprising him and bringing his brother around, and half brother, half uncle. Meanwhile, Emmett, you look just like your damn daddy. You followed in his footsteps, and you got all your damn kids out here too. Okay, bitch? Let's go ahead, y'all. Get into this episode. Break it on down. Take it from the top. You know how we do. Y'all, this episode was a hot ass mess. Ain't no other way to put it. The foolishness and the foolery that they really sat up here and told us, like, why did we need to do this? Why? We go to the church service, come to find out Papa been cutting out and pretending and acting like he can't go to damn church at his church, telling Mama I'ma stay home, but really he been going over here. And obviously Bakari and Jake ain't used to being at the church where, you know, the more we singing, the more we preaching, the more the plate getting passed around. We want to know when the hell we going home, when the hell this service gonna be over. But all of a sudden Jake catch eyes with the pastor wife, and he talking about, ooh, who's that fine specimen? And Papa like, ooh, he like right there, he like, that's pastor's wife. Be respectful, you know. Oh, okay, I'm gonna be respectful as long as she be respectful to me. I'm just saying she look good. You know, I ain't blind. So as they leaving out and service is over, they said that plate was getting put around too many times and they wasn't putting no money in it. You got leprechaun ass, you know, dude, our little henchman coming up telling Kenya, oh, I know about you. I heard about you. And it's like, but what is that supposed to mean? No, nothing. You the pastor's daughter, right? And it's like, well, if you heard about me, then you know that already. And he proceeds to say he want to take her out. And she's like, well, I have a child. And because he says that he don't care about having a child, all of a sudden we like, oh, well, I'll think about it. And even though Papa and them Ben walked out ahead of them, all of a sudden he walking back and looking, and Jake and, you know, Bakari and all of them is watching him as he's watching her, okay? So now when we get in the car and we riding home, we want to know, how did this all get started with you coming over here to this church anyway? Like, you know, your daddy or whatever didn't like him and didn't like her for you, and I thought you was done with it. So it's like kind of weird that you ended up here, and it's basically like, oh, you know, what y'all think about it. And the only thing that, you know, they think is that he got good taste in women, and he obviously is making some money, because look at that fly ass car that he driving. And he like, man, that ain't what I'm talking about. You know, it's not the same thing, because they were saying how he was preaching about prosperity. Well, he said he was preaching, you know, Papa says that he was preaching about prosperity. They say he was preaching about money, and obviously he got it. So he says that, you know, Papa tells them he got invited one Sunday, and he just kind of never left. Like, he's feeling the vibe. He's liking how the pastor's talking. It's speaking to his soul and spirit, okay? And so, you know, the first lady ended up following damn Jake on IG, and we like, are you gonna follow him back? You know, her back? Yeah, we definitely are. I said, what the hell is really going on? Okay, of course, he talking about he always respectful, and we wanted to hurry up and leave so we could smoke, and we told Bakari, you know, he better go ahead and roll up. Now, in the meantime, child, we had, you know, because I guess Emmett put it on, damn Keisha, she woke up in a very good mood, making breakfast in bed and bringing that to him. And, you know, when she brings up Duda, oh, I don't want to think about Duda. Can we just go without talking about him for a minute? And we get a text and we nervous, like, is that Duda? But no, it's freaking Emmett's daddy, and he's supposed to be having a father-son day with him. And, you know, we supposed to be going to play laser tag, and he like, by the second round, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get tired of him. But we really want to have this time, because right now it's just been about Duda, it's been about the stress, it's been about the work. And she's like, I love that for y'all. I'm glad y'all going to be able to go and enjoy yourselves, right? And you have Tiff over here working out with Rob, and his mama coming in. Oh, what are you doing to my son? Because he complaining about aching, but he just was walking last week with chicken and picking up food with no damn problem in the parking lot smoking. So, okay, but she's doing the damn exercises that the physical therapist taught her, and she's just basically like, you know, let me do what I'm doing. He all right. So in the midst of this, then there's a knock, knock, knock at the door, baby, and it's Alonzo. And just like a lot of people said, y'all was right, he is Rob's father. So when he come in, it's like, what the hell you doing here? All of a sudden you concerned because he got shot. And, you know, Tiff was looking shocked. I don't know where the hell she thought his daddy was at. Did she think he was dead or whatever? But she definitely wasn't expecting him to be coming in. You know, she looked more damn shocked than them. I'll say it like that. And, you know, of course, he's trying to say, like, you know, I heard my son got popped. I'm going to come and check on him and see what the hell is going on. So she later tells, you know, Tiff later is telling him, like, oh, you look just like your father, and he's handsome or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I guess the apple don't fall far from the tree. But, you know, you haven't seen him, and I don't talk about him because we really don't have no relationship. I don't be having nothing to do with him. And she was saying he looked rich, and he's like, yeah, well, he's a lawyer. Well, what kind of lawyer, we want to know? You know, he's a lawyer that usually goes up for people that are taker-outers, okay, and defends them and make sure that they get off the case. And I'm assuming what attracted him to my mother was the fact that she was a criminal. He get his rocks off from criminals, all right? And so basically, when we see Alicia and him talking, you know, he's bringing up the whole thing of what happened. And he's like, yeah, so you sent your son to go out here and go after Duda, whatever. And she's talking about she did no such thing. But baby, Alicia, we saw you. You kind of did. But all right. And he was like, you know, he's always been a good kid. That's not even in his nature. And she was saying that, you know, he don't even know what kind of kid he is. And he's like, well, obviously you don't either if you made an attempt to send him to do something like that. And so, you know, he proceeds to let her know that he is the one that is going to be the attorney for Victor, a.k.a. Trigg. And she's like, that hoodlum turned, you know, a politician or whatever. And he's like, yeah, well, he's innocent. And she's saying how Duda took her brother out. And he's like, yeah, that part I agree with you and I believe to be true. That's what we have to prove. At the end of the day, they're putting it on Trigg. They're not putting it on damn Duda, right? But you could probably help me make that happen. And she's like, oh, that's why you really here. You ain't here about your damn child or whatever, right? And then it was funny because it looked like they was about to lean in for a kiss, and he told her she need to go lay down because she looking old and tired. And she told him, you looking damn lonely. And he said, well, I want to say bye to my son before I leave. And Rob basically came out like, bye, bitch. Okay, go ahead, get on up out of here. You ain't got to be using me as an excuse. So we see that this is not a happy, you know, family reunion amongst them. Now, on the other side of town, you know, we seem to be getting a lot of the family connections because Gemma was actually having a chef make up some food for her and her, you know, her dad and Tierra to come over and eat. And I forgot, Gemma actually did move out and get her own apartment once she made the money from Brittany. So she do have her own place as well. And when they come in, he's like, you know, of course you would have a damn chef and you got all this stuff hooked up. He like, you know, I'm liking it, but I ain't got the money for the chef. And she's saying that it wouldn't be as much as you think it would be. And, you know, seem like they having a good vibe. But then they get an unexpected, you know, visit. All of a sudden, Brittany popping up there. You know, she want to talk about she got some smoke. Of course, Gemma daddy just opens up the door and it's pretty much like, oh, well, are you a weed dealer? What's going on here? And it's like, no, I'm the one that gave your daughter all the money that let her be able to have this place. And she's my manager. I'm her artist. And, of course, we going to say, well, we got some extra food. Why don't you come on in? You know, Gemma, of course, is trying to say, nah, she good and get rid of her. But we invite her in. And we did say that Jake double booked. Okay, and wasn't able to make it. I said, okay, Jake. Now, meanwhile, when Emmett goes to the razor tag, come to find out, his daddy done brought along his damn brother. He's talking about, I thought it would be good for y'all to spend some time together and get to know each other. And he like, nah, this ain't the time for that. Do that on your own time. Like, you ain't telling me nothing about bringing no brother. And I only paid for the two of us. And Darnell is pretty much like, you know, I'll give whatever the difference is. And, of course, every time you turn around, freaking, you know, Emmett is getting hit. He not winning at this damn game at over. As soon as this round was over, he was ready to go. He was just busted and disgusted. You know, every time his brother was trying to talk to him, he was over here, half brother, it ain't my real brother. And, you know, Darnell saying he don't do no half. And he telling him he don't need no help. And then at one point, Emmett was asking him, like, how often did you used to see him? He like, I don't know, maybe holidays. He was like, well, shit, at least you got holidays, okay? I didn't get that. So he definitely was in his feelings. He wasn't feeling his vibe. He thought it was going to be something just between him and Darnell. And I'm guessing, you know, he felt like that got violated. Nonetheless, over at Gemma House, they seem to be getting along good. Actually, really liking, Brittany's vibe, you know, even though her dad is not into this kind of music, he like, I do see that there's talent there and that, you know, you may have something. And, you know, Gemma over here talking about, so you ain't mad about me, you know, dropping out of school and not going to college. You really think I could be something? Okay, if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere. Nah, but he was like, I don't know about all of that. Let's not take it, you know, that far. Like, time will tell. Now, meanwhile, at Papa's church, you know, Kenya Daddy really is playing damn games, okay? Because he come walking in, Mr. Ezekiel, and he talking about, oh, Miss Jackson, okay, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, I am for real. Let me stop, y'all, I'm sorry. You know, Miss Jackson, can I talk to you for a minute? You know, I just wanted to come. I know that me and your husband didn't always see eye to eye, baby. Papa, Miss Jackson said, bitch, we ain't like you. He ain't like you. I ain't like you. You know, I hated you. He hated you with his whole heart. And he was like, all right, now, let's not get it carried away. Like, us Christians don't carry hate in our hearts. She said, well, I definitely don't like you. I don't like your message. I don't like what you stand for. I don't looking at you. I don't like your glasses. I don't like your hair. Now, she ain't say all of that. I'm saying it, but y'all get the point, right? She don't like him. And so he's saying how, you know, he has really been impacted by Papa coming by, which obviously she didn't know about, so that blows up Papa's spot. You know, he's giving her this care package that his wife made for her, and he has this podcast kit that he wants to give to Papa. He's like, you know, I see that you are really doing your thing as far as your podcast goes, and you need to have the best of the best. I heard that yours got messed up, and of course she's not happy, you know, with none of this or whatever. And once he leaves, she puts Papa on the spot, like, so you've been telling me that, you know, you was basically just staying home and you didn't feel well and all of that, and you was going over there, like, what the hell is that about? And she's telling him that I hope you are following him for the right reasons, because at first she was like, so you just basically walking out on us. And for some reason, when they kept showing that part in the preview, I thought it was going to be a thing of him finally leaving to go to missionary school and her saying, like, you're leaving us, you know, to go there. And no matter what, I know us as parents, we try to guide and teach our kids, you know, to help them make the right decisions. But regardless, Papa really do have to learn for himself, and I don't think it's about him leaving her. I think it's about him trying to find himself. But, you know, I didn't know it was going to be for this type of situation pertaining to this past, and I can see where she's coming from with it. And Bakari kind of sides with her and was like, she does have a point here, and she's still not feeling Bakari, because she was like, you could go ahead and mind your business, okay? If I wanted your damn help, I would ask for it. And Bakari proceeds to say, you know, maybe my time here is up, maybe I should leave. And he's like, nah, you good, don't worry about it, you know, it's not even about you or whatever, it's just the fact that she's still grieving. Meanwhile, we get over here, like I was mentioning, you know, in my intro, where Rashad and damn, you know, Alicia real damn comfortable now with him talking about, you know, she like, I like you being here, and he's like, I like the way you make me feel, and, you know, I feel like a different kind of man. And she gets up and he like, girl, where you going? And we go get this leather out the damn closet, child, and tell him to put it on. And we like, oh, I'm looking like Shaft, you know, we feeling ourselves. You bought this for me? Initially he thought she bought it, but then when she like, you know, an old friend left her here now. It could have even been her brothers, but come on, as a man, and even me as a viewer watching, I'm like, is that Alonzo damn jacket? Okay. So he was saying, you know how Shad is. One thing about him, even though I think he be being crazy stubborn with it at times, he feels like he needs to be his own man. So it's like, thank you for the gesture, but I don't want to take no hand-me-down. And she's like, come on now, you don't say nothing like that when somebody give you a gift. You know, just take it. She's like, you are your own man, and now you're your own man wearing your own damn leather jacket that I gave you that you look good in, okay? And so she's asking him, do he want a job? And he's like, yeah, what is it? Most of us saw this coming too. And she says head of security, and he's like, is it legal? Yes, all the way legal, okay, but I'm gonna need you to be carrying around a hammer. Well, how the hell I'm gonna do that when I got a felony? Because he was telling her he could swing it as far as being her security. She said, I could swing it as far as getting you the damn paperwork that will let you be able to carry around a hammer legally. Okay, I said, Shad, if you believe in this shit, I got a bridge in damn Brooklyn to sell you. Now, you know, we basically had, I also thought it was funny that Gemma was texting back and forth with Tierra throughout the dinner, you know, saying, oh, I can see why you like her, whatever. Marcus ain't dumb. He was picking up on little things too. So when he sees the Gemma the next time, you know, when she's by herself, he's like, is something more going on with y'all two besides business? She says no, and then asks the Tierra say something, and it's like, no, why? I mean, Gemma, you literally just told on yourself with that, but okay, girl. And he, like I says, don't shit where you eat. Oh, I know, and I'm not, and whoopty-whoopty-woo, and we both know that that was bull crap. You know, over at damn Jake house, past the wife come by. Oh, this is a cute place, a nice little setup. I like it. And he like, thank you. And she like, the only thing is, I think you need to update some furniture. He said, well, are you going to buy it, bitch? Okay, she talking about, oh, I like how cocky you are and how upfront you are and all of this. So she asking him, because he was like, nah, as a matter of fact, I don't need you to buy it. I, you know, got my own money. And she like, well, what do you spend your money on? You know, the normal things people spend it on, food, rent, you know, my weed, whatever. So she was like, oh, okay, are you going to spend some on me? Me and him said no the same time. And she was like, oh, I like your honesty. Next thing I know, this bitch took off her damn jacket, y'all, and proceeded to go down. I said, what the hell is going on? And he just stood there smoking his thing, and then we going to be getting dressed afterwards. Like, how am I going to see you again? Are you going to come back to the church and plaster the damn plate around? And she said, how can I see you again? He said, bitch, pray on it. I said, what? Yo, the shy, y'all going to freaking hell, because ain't no way in the world this was supposed to be in this freaking story. I'm like, what? I thought Jake was going to find him a new little girlfriend. No, baby. We said we going to go around the block, under the bridge, through the damn loop, and take you all the way to the pits of hell, Tamika. Ain't nowhere else for us to go. So, child, you know, he looking like he feeling guilty, like he's realizing what he did afterwards. At least that's the way the look on his face looked. But it probably wasn't that when we see the conversation that him and Gemma have. But maybe it was also just a realization of, I really don't want to be tied down in a relationship. And I don't think he ever really felt like he wanted to be tied down to begin with, because like I was mentioning in the last live we had, he still wanted to kind of have that bachelor pad, right? He didn't want her to have any ideas of them moving in together. He was the one that was being more realistic about the fact that he could obviously see that some type of feelings was brewing between her and Brittany, and that there was some curiosity there. So now that that we sitting over here at her house and she asking us to rub her back and her shoulder and all of that. He get a text and she like, who's texting us? First of all, I would have corrected her and been like, it ain't no us, bitch. Did somebody text my damn phone? But nonetheless, first he was like, nobody. And then she was like, seriously, if we gonna work, we gotta be honest with each other. So he basically was like, yo, this lady came by my house early on. We did the and she was like, really? Like, damn, you gonna just say it like that and be so freaking blunt? You know, you could have softened the blow. Like, you ain't even say kiss, hug, nothing. Like, y'all went straight to it. And he was like, yeah, pretty much. And he said, well, you know, we're not married and I don't think that we're gonna be together forever. Yeah, we're together right now, but 10 years from now, you don't know what could happen. And she was like, yeah, but that doesn't excuse you just going and damn sleeping with somebody. And he's like, so you're gonna tell me you never did nothing with Brittany? And she's like, no, we didn't. And he was like, okay, so are we really being honest with each other? And she's like, okay, yeah, we kissed for 20 seconds. And he was like, yeah, but haven't you thought about doing something more, you know, with her? And she's like, that's besides the point. And, you know, of course, she's on the verge of tears. She's feel hurt that he has done that, and that obviously, you know, she's saying, you're my God. Like, I do look at you like we gonna be serious and there's a possibility for us to be together. And he's basically saying it could be, but we're young. We also could end up falling apart later on. I got what he was saying and I got where she was coming from, but at the end of the day, we all knew that this was where it was going, so nobody's freaking shocked. The only part I was shocked about was that it was this damn grown-ass damn lady that was gonna be a freaking pedophile that was the pastor's damn wife. Okay, that part I didn't see coming, but the rest of it I did. Now, I guess this is them breaking up and she leaves. She go to the studio. She want to shake her ass in front of damn Brittany. Now, Brittany telling her, girl, get the hell out of my face because it's real damn fake. And she's like, you know, I don't want to mess up our relationship. If we go there, there's no, you know, turning back. I think that we should keep it professional. First, she act like she had an attitude about it, but then she was like, you know, I understand. And you had, you know, Darnell invite damn Emmett brother over again to dinner. You know, Keisha done made this dinner, made her dip, and we all ready to sit down. And I guess Emmett finally was like, okay, this is time that I can have with my daddy just by myself. But no, it's actually not just them. The brother's there again. He's not happy with it. The, you know, kids is asking, who the hell is this? And he's like, I'm your uncle. And here go Emmett, half uncle. And, you know, having the only attitude. And his mom pulls him to the side and was like, listen, yeah, I care about it. But at the end of the day, I'm married to him, right? And it's your father. And these are his kids. So we're going to have to be like a family. And in their lives, she was like, don't you think Keisha care that you got your 3 damn kids? But she cares for them and helps you to take care of them, right? And he's like, you got a point there. So we go sit down to have this dinner. You know, bro says a prayer and everything like that. And it seems good overall. But then Darnell, I think you do kind of push it by then talking about he need a job. Emmett like, what the hell that got to do with me? Like, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go to damn Department of Labor. And why you can't give him a job with your handyman services? And he's like, because he's not handy, he's good with money. Well, if he's good with money, then why is he having a hard time finding a job? And Darnell basically says, because, you know, it's hard out here in these damn streets. Okay, so he said he would think about it. You know, Bakari is going down his life and writing in the journal that the professor gave him. You know, he's talking about the stuff that him and his sister went through, them going through into foster care. You know, she makes mention of that as well when she's talking with Gemma's dad and how she had to take care of Bakari and learn how to cook early so that she would, you know, be able to feed them, and how he lost contact with her in all these years. So he really doesn't know whether he could trust her or not. I'm glad he said that because he really can't. But he was naming the people he do feel like he could trust, you know, Shard, Papa, Trig, and all of that. And basically was saying that, you know, sometimes he wanted to take out Duda because of what happened, or take out the person that took out Pastor Jackson, and he wished he was still here, and it's like a body for the body, lived by the sword, died by the sword. And that when he took out the person that took out Coogie, that didn't make him feel better. It made him feel like nothing. So we already see the where we trying to go with Bakari, right? Is just clear as damn day. And so he is utilizing the journal that he got or whatever. And then you had Trig and Rob and his father sit down, and of course his father was trying to be on some old Robert, and he was like, man, my name is Rob. And he said, well, I am proud of you. You know, I see you grown into a good young man, you know, your own place, your business, your girl and all of that. She's beautiful and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, you know, giving compliments. And Rob is like, thank you. And then we proceed to go back and forth where he's like, so what do you know about what happened with Dad going through that in this body? You know, is Victor the one that told you to go after Duda? And he's like, stop questioning me. Stop acting like I'm one of your damn clients on the freaking, you know, trial. Like I'm your son. Talk to me like your damn son. And he's like, I just want to know. And then we kind of get to like, well, Victor may be testifying, and are you gonna testify? And that really pisses Rob off, where Rob is like, yo, F you, like you never was there for me. And he was like, oh, well, I wasn't there for you because I was busy working. And Rob is just like, I remember, okay. And he walk away, and then Alonzo want to be looking at some damn picture of Rob when he was like freaking 3 or 4 years old that he got in his damn wallet. I said, boy, bye. But anyway, y'all, that was basically the episode, honey. What y'all think about this whole damn thing? Gemma, Jake, Trig, Victor, Dem, Alonzo, Alicia, Rashad, Emmett, Darnell, Keisha, Tim, like, whatever ones y'all want to talk about, whatever I left out, put it in the comments, baby. We get into it down there. Give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky, honey. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you so inclined. Until next time, toodaloo.